Oh, sorry. Whew. That was kind of loud. My bad. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Wealth for Generations.
Ooh-wee.
Guess what episode this is, yo?
48. No, 49.
Why are you cheating? I thought I
It's
turned that
giving
off.
48 vibes.
The first 48.
I need to turn this sound off. I thought I turned the sound off already.
Help him out, Jimmy. Help him out.
Freaking iPhones, man.
Let me see it.
Let you see what?
Let me help you.
Let me see it. Let me see. Girl, let me
You gotta
see.
go on the side right here.
I know I turned that down, but it didn't turn down. I want to put it on
No, this right here.
What? Yeah, I did that. It's all the way down.
Might have to turn it on
All the way
the
down.
Turn
DNB.
the phone off then.
No, because I got a
DND.
Yeah, just put it on Do Not Disturb.
silent mode. There we go.
We live, Jimmy?
I think we are live. Yeah.
We live, man.
Yeah, we live. My bad, people. I just didn't want my phone going off in y'all ear again. I know somebody heard that first chime. I know you heard it. But anyways, yes, Jimmy, you are correct. Cheating over there, probably looking at the email since
First
I
48.
sent the email and everything. But this is episode number 48. Man, we getting up there. We got to do something special for the 50th.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure if you're going to be free, man, but I might have a little, I don't know. I might have like just tell people just come through. Like whoever is
Let me know I'm
available.
Gotta celebrate with you.
Just a side note though, people, everybody who is on the potential list of the potential invite that I'm potentially thinking about sending out potentially for the 50th episode. We are skipping the 17th because me and my lady are going to be celebrating our 10-year anniversary. Yes.
Such a beautiful thing, man.
Thank you. And that's a womp womp from Jimmy because he's like, what is love? I don't know. He don't know. He don't know. Y'all thought I was going to sing that 80s song, didn't you?
I was about to start singing with you, honestly.
But yes, man. Yeah, so we're going to be skipping the 17th. So, darn. My monthly mathematics mental work is kind of messed up right now, but it'll be the first Saturday of July. Will be the episode 50.
Okay.
Whatever Saturday that is.
That's going to be a big one. You're missing out on a big one, Jimmy.
But he's going to go see his mama, I think. So you can't hate on that. Can't never hate on mamas and stuff like that. You know, I had a homie who dipped out on me and went to Florida. And I was heated, you know. But then I learned he went because he wanted to be there for his son's final teenage years. You can't
that's
hate on that.
real. You can't hate on that at all.
Hate on that, man.
Respect.
I mean, we was going to start a business and everything. But, you know, you can't hate on that. You can't hate on that.
Just give it some time. Give it some time.
Nah, that's cool, man. I love my homie. That's my homie. Shout out to Eyes out in Florida. If you're watching, not sure if you're watching today or not, but I'm not
Shout
watching.
Out, mama. Love you, mama.
Yes. Shout out to the mamas. But let's get into today's episode. Or actually, I'm sorry. I almost skipped a very important part. My bad, peoples. My bad.
Snap.
Today, we have here with me, might be a familiar face to some of you, Mr. Tamir Moore.
Hello.
Of More Visual Studios.
I'm back.
Don't call it a comeback. What was that? I don't know. He said a lot of stuff.
He said I'm back.
Is he back though?
I don't know.
I thought he was
He said
retired.
that like 96 though. So.
Oh, when you was born?
Man.
I am 18. Okay.
Just saying, you a youngin. Just saying.
Anyway.
Do you even remember Jordan playing on the Bulls?
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. But anyways, let me get into the second introduction. This guy who loves to bicker with me day in and day out, coming in at your favorite Habari Entertainment Center.
At 7'2",
the big, the obnoxious, the loud, the tiptoe Duncan, Jimmy.
Shout out to that man, Jimmy.
How you doing today, Jimmy? You romping yourself? Yep, because he in the building today. He got that new contract. What you doing? You see how big that thing is? Y'all see that? That's why 7'10".
Boy, 7'2".
7'10". But he don't like being called a giant no more though. But anyways,
I'm insecure about my height.
The Big Show. But anyway, how you doing today, sir?
I'm all right.
You all right? Getting your Subway in, or not your Subway? Your darn, what are those cookies called again? The Nutter Butters.
Nutter
I got
Butters.
cookies.
Getting them
Top
Nutter
5
Butters.
snack of all snacks. Top 5.
Keeping it somewhat sort of semi healthy with the Sun Chips, though. I mean, could have got the original. Would have been healthy choice. But to each their own. To each their own. But anyways, let's get into the first segment of the show, one of my favorite segments, and that is the Health is Wealth segment. The Health is Wealth segment is brought to you by Moss Boss Organic Gel and Rich Sea Moss. Get your order of Sea Moss ASAP. Contact Jessica Marrero on Facebook at Jessica with one S .Marrero, or you can get her on or find her on IG at Moss Boss Organic Gel, or you can email her at mossbossog@gmail.com. So let's see what she has for us today.
What we got?
Health is wealth today. Let's see. We got medicinal mushrooms. Medicinal mushrooms have been used by our ancestors for millennia to treat all sorts of diseases. These plants possess anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and immune boosting properties. The most commonly used medical mushrooms are, work with me, people, okay? Because some mushrooms are like
Got some
scientific,
spelling bee words.
right? So okay, let's go. Whew.
Hype you up.
Okay, first one. I think I got this one. The most commonly used medical mushrooms are reishi, or in parentheses it has Ganoderma.
Ganoderma mushroom.
Oh, okay. I've never heard it called this, but I know the other way. Second, we have Hericium. Feels okay.
Sounds right.
That feels okay.
Yeah.
Hericium.
Yeah.
Or AKA, you guys might know this a lot better. I know it this way. Lion's mane.
Oh yes, heard some lion's mane.
Lion's mane mushroom.
Heard a lot of good things about lion's mane.
Shiitake. That's one I know.
shiitake.
I know that one. And then we have cordyceps. Ooh, that's a funky looking spelling, but that felt real good.
No, it sounded well.
And then we have turkey tail. Oh, this one. Shilahit.
Sounds Arabic.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what it looks like. SHILAG or JIT. Shilahit. Something like that. Sorry, people. If you know, chime in. Let me know.
Right.
If I'm pronouncing that right. I mean, I could Google it and all, but where would be the fun in that? Let's see who's listening. Okay, so 5 health benefits of taking medicinal mushrooms. The benefits of medicinal mushrooms are numerous and virtually impact every organ system. There is some evidence that combining these mushrooms could produce a synergy effect. This means that taking more mushrooms could lead to even more potent effects. Here are 5 health benefits of medicinal mushrooms you need to know about. Reduce the risk of heart disease. Medical mushrooms contain incredibly potent antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. The combined effects of these ingredients can optimize the functioning of your cardiovascular system. Investigating the different medical mushrooms revealed that reishi is able to increase the concentration of good cholesterol. This reduces the risk of heart disease dramatically.
Like the sound of that.
Right? All you more melanated people, I'm not sure if you guys know, but we do have a long history of blood and heart situations because of the traditional diets that we grew up on back in the days, those early 90s, late 80s diets, all that fried chicken, heavy bacon. Let me get 4 strips of bacon with my eggs, please.
Not 3, 4.
Oh. So, just look into that, throwing out options, information.
Health is wealth. You ain't got nothing without it, man.
Yep. Another one we got: improve the symptoms of major depressive disorder. Ooh, that's a good one. There's a lot of people out there dealing with this kind of stuff and don't want to talk about it, but you can fight it on the low right here with some mushrooms. There is an abundance of studies that demonstrated that the positive effects of medicinal mushrooms on mental disorders such as major depressive disorder, generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorders, depression. Mushrooms can also reduce risk of cancer, optimize the immune system, and improve the health of your hair, nails, and skin.
Oh man.
Another powerhouse one right there. That's not necessarily I mean, mushrooms, when you say mushrooms, it's such a broad thing though, too. But
exactly what I'm thinking about.
What you talking about? Alice in Wonderland mushrooms? Trying to go see the Cheshire Cat?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about Mario Brothers.
Yeah, those are the ones that'll kill you. There's ones out there that look just like the Mario Brothers mushrooms. Do not eat those.
Yeah, there's a lot of mushrooms you
look at me.
Eat.
Look at me right now. Don't eat those. They will kill you. But anyways, there's a lot of other ones. If you do your research though too, and you really know your mushrooms, you can actually go out and forage for mushrooms. There's people out there, yeah. There's people out there that do that, and technically, you can go get your free vegetables.
That's true.
And if you find the right things, and if you happen to be in the right area, you might be able to fight some of these medical issues for free by just foraging your local area. I mean, now unfortunately, in the valley, you probably ain't got much luck. Tough. You might have to like go up the flag or something,
or up north. That's a pace thing, maybe.
You need a little more water, I believe, for mushrooms to be out there in the wild fungus, like that. Yeah. It's a fungus. Yeah,
definitely have to have like a moist environment, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. And like a lot of people don't realize too, like mushrooms, just like trees and plants, but it's kind of crazy. Like out of all these plant like things,
right,
mushrooms are the closest ones to human. Like as far as the way the DNA structure is set up.
That's very interesting, honestly.
Like they're an actual living creature.
Right.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, so are trees. Trees are living creatures, and like way more than we really like think about it. But mushrooms are like you talk about monkeys,
right?
And intelligent and the intelligence level of monkeys. Everybody thinks of a chimp being like one of the smartest ones. Mushrooms would be like the chimp of the plant.
Okay,
gorillas are smart too, but chimps are
take the cake.
They're smart, and they're technical smart. Like, you heard about that dude that had raised a chimp, and then he had to give it away because it got too big, and it was just getting like.
I know, I didn't hear about that.
You didn't hear about that? So there's a story of this guy who had a chimp, and he was raising it, and it was just getting too old and too big, and he just kind of like had to put it up.
Wow.
Or not to kill, but he gave it to like what are they called again?
Like
I don't want to say a pound,
places?
But like a pound kind of thing.
Right.
Not a pound, because a pound it sounds
so
like
negative.
A
sanctuary type.
Yeah. Where there's other monkeys and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he took it there and donated the monkey to the program or whatever, and then he would come back and visit the monkey periodically.
Remember them, huh?
Yep. The monkey would remember him, and he would bring gifts and stuff like that. And then supposedly, sorta. So supposedly, one day he came, and some of the monkeys got out somehow, and they attacked the man. And because of the fact that the man was coming and bringing him gifts and everything like that, like they attacked those vital parts, and they attack the stuff that you want to use. Like monkeys, not monkeys, but chimps, they don't really attack. Like they have levels. That's how it's like the intelligence of them is ridiculous.
Insane.
Like, you mess with a fucking gorilla, a gorilla is just gonna fuck you up and kill you and tear you apart.
Yeah.
A chimp's gonna fuck you up and be like on some mafia shit. Like, I want you to remember me, motherfucker. I'm gonna let you live. I'm gonna take your foot, and you're gonna limp for the rest of your life and not have a foot. And every time that foot aches, you're gonna remember my ass. That's how chimps are, bro. Like, they're crazy. They're crazy intelligent. But anyways, like that's mushrooms in the plant world. Mushrooms, I feel like, are on that level. If you were to compare it to other plant life forms, mushrooms would be the chimpanzee of that world.
Good comparison.
For sure. But anyways, are you guys mushroom fans at all? You ever partake at least any of the traditional ones? Like, I love
some portobello mushrooms, man.
I was gonna say, like, the traditional stuff, the portobello, the cremini, the shiitakes are pretty
I just tried shiitake for the first time. Shout out to my man Percy.
Nice. Yeah, shiitake's a pretty popular one in like Asian cuisine.
It's actually really good, especially when you cook it right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of mushrooms out there that are really, really good. And there's a lot of things too for all those borderline like vegan and health conscious people. They're doing a lot of crazy stuff with mushrooms right now
texture,
too.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's one of the ones. That's another reason why they say it's so close to us, because mushrooms have more of like a meaty texture. You're not gonna get another plant that has that kind of texture where you can prepare it. You know what I mean? They're not gonna go and get a freaking apple tree and shred up an apple tree or something like that. Or let's be realistic. You're not gonna go get cabbage. And I mean, they make cabbage steaks, yeah, but that
the texture is
texture
not
of
going to
that
be
is not,
nowhere near the same, right?
Yeah, exactly. What about you, Jimmy? You like mushrooms at all, sir? Meh. That's kind of how I am technically. Like, if you are like here, you want, like you were saying, like portobello mushroom, like portobello stacks are real popular. I can't really do a portobello stack. It's just too much straight mushroom for me. Portobello stacks are usually like they'll take like the stem off, clear out the portobello. Usually get like nice big ones. You know what I mean? Take the stem off, clear out the top. They'll marinate it in like a balsamic or some type of vinegar type marinade or something like that, and then they grill it. And then they'll well, sometimes they grill it, sometimes they bake it.
Right.
They'll heat it up, they'll cook it, and then they'll add a tomato. Traditionally, it's just a tomato and some mozzarella, like fresh mozzarella though, not cheap, not like a slice, but like the malleable, soft.
You're turning this into a sandwich,
and then it's just a stack.
Yeah,
so it's like a sandwich, like like a no bun sandwich kind of thing.
A no bun mushroom sandwich.
Yeah. So something like that, you know what I mean? Like I couldn't really mess with that. That's too straight up mushroom.
Maybe just one piece at a time. Maybe on a pizza.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I'll do it in my pasta or maybe soup or something like that. You know, I mix it in like that.
Compliments.
But also though too, I don't know if you people know out there, if you are suffering from certain things and you really think it could help you, there are certain mushrooms you can get ground up. So you can get a powder form of certain mushrooms and then just like add it to your shake or just add it to a sauce, or something like that. So you can still get
if you don't like the texture.
So you can still get those nutritional benefits and stuff like that. So that'll be it for Health is Wealth today, though. Next segment is we're going to get into asking the masses. I had 3 questions up today. We had a bonus one. We'll see how the first 2 go. Maybe we'll get into the bonus one. But the first one is it's kind of like a double-sided question. The first one is kind of just get your mind flowing. But it says, how serious are your business commitments? Would you cancel if your significant other wanted you to stay home and do nothing? And then like just because they miss you, that's it. They're just like, oh, we've been so busy. Can you just stay home today and we just cuddle, Netflix and chill, babe?
Honestly, I really think you got to prioritize that one.
Right.
Because like business partnerships, relationships, you got to prioritize that relationship. You know, if you know it's someone serious, if this is like a business that you see any longevity in, it'd probably be best not to just blow off, you know, your business partner type of thing.
Right.
But if it's your wife, you're trying to really, it depends on the situation. You know, maybe that's not something you do all the time. Maybe it's a every once in a while thing, depending on the situation, depending on the business partner. You may know that business partner may be like, they're not going to trip on you as much as per se this other business partner will. So kind of just give and take the situation.
Right.
Because I've done something like that.
That's a good answer. That's actually, to be honest, I put it on social media, and I think you're the only one that was like kind of willing to compromise.
Really?
Most people were like, nah, they should understand. And then
I mean, they really should though.
Yeah, they should understand. Yeah, because it's getting into the relationship. That should be something that's put on the table. Like, hey, I do have my own business.
So they know what comes with this.
Yeah, exactly. But oddly enough, too, I have a lot of couple business owners in my Facebook group. So the answer didn't go that great as far as like the diversity I was looking for, because I have so many business like friends who are couples.
Oh yeah, so they were definitely
like Iesha and Dip chimed in.
What would they say?
And they're like,
what did they say?
They're like, nah, like we don't understand, like they're in business together.
That's true.
They're like, nah, we're committed. So if we're committed. Like we're not taking a day off.
Especially if you're the breadwinner and that, you know, that business partner is helping you feed the family. Sometimes you just got to make it happen.
Right. But yeah, there's a lot of people out there. So yeah, on social media, majority of my people were saying that the significant other, or they were suggesting that their significant other would understand the business situation and not necessarily even put that on the table. You know what I mean? So there's that. What's up, man? How's it going?
Good, yeah.
Good.
I
Want to have a seat?
Yeah.
Come on, chime in.
Go ahead, hop in.
You know, I'm always willing to fill the seats up. So we were just going over asking the masses. I don't know if you chimed. Did you chime in on that one? Well. Did you chime in on that? Or well, you didn't hear the question.
Which one?
The first one I did. Where you were the one. You were like, oh, this is such a loaded question. You broke it all down. I'm like, dude, you're putting too much thought into this question.
Because I almost did too. Because it can go both ways. I feel like
it was the question about how serious are you about your business commitments, and what would you do if your significant other was like, oh, I haven't seen you in so long, take a day off.
Yeah, blah, and see, blah. I needed to know more because of the fact that like sometimes we think our businesses are like they're gonna spark off. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna hit, and sometimes our friends, our circles, not being honest with us. So like, let's use SoundCloud rapper as an example.
Who?
You know what I mean? Like,
that's a great one.
Man, I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna be the next Nas, or sometimes they're like, I'm gonna be the next Jay-Z or whatever the case is. Like, you're thinking way ahead. Think baby steps. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you got your circle. They're like, oh man, like he's so good. And really, it's like, yeah, he's just another.
Yeah, you're okay.
He's another Facebook rapper. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? You know, in regards to that. And his lady might be like, I don't know. Like, I think you should, step back and spend time with me, so that way he's not spending money on studio time. He's not spending money on going out to some of these venues where he's having to pay for his spot, where and other times if he was really good, he doesn't have to pay for his spot. You know what I mean? He's spending his time because now he's having to like set up and he's having to go perform, and it's just time and money. So that's why like I needed to know more of the logistics before I physically could answer.
I fully understand that, but also in that sense too, I think you're thinking too much. You're trying to look at it from both sides.
Right.
You're trying to look at it as you personally, and you're trying to look at it from an outside perspective. I think you should just try to look at it you personally, because I feel like you have a similar mind to mine.
Yeah.
And if you try to look at it from an outside perspective, you're just going to come up with all these different options and opportunities. And but in the end, it's like you said though, that person that will stick with the SoundCloud guy, that rapper, he thinks he's gonna be the next Jay-Z.
Yeah.
So whatever she says, or whoever says, if he's already on that mindset that he thinks he's gonna be the next one,
right,
then he's that committed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If he understands what Jay-Z had to do in order to become Jay-Z, if he understands what Nas had to do in order to become Nas, even if he sucks, even if he's fucking horrible, he could be horrible.
Right.
But if you believe you're great and you're destined to be great, and you put that commitment in, then I kind of side with the people who are like, they should be understanding.
Yeah. And I could have gone so many different ways, but because of the fact that you presented that question, I had to think about like, okay, like, had it been someone else, or had it been like, let's say it was me presenting that question in regards to the shit show. I know the answer I'm going to give, but you're presenting it in regards to wealth for generations. I'm thinking, I'm trying to figure out the whole.
I can understand.
Yeah, but that's where I'm like
by case basis for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
On the business we're talking about,
But that's why also too, why I was saying too, I really appreciate your answer, because I kind of threw it out there, fishing for different answers. And I'm not saying your comment was bad or anything like that, or
it was just more detailed.
It was just and for that situation, it was a bit much. Like, that would have been perfect for us to, like, right now, it's perfect for us to discuss it on the show.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when I throw it on there, it's kind of more of like, all right, give me like 3 lines worth of stuff real quick. You wrote me like a paragraph.
Well, and then sometimes too is to open up those conversations.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
because I think you've done that before too. You've given me something like that, and then it spawned off.
Yeah, because a lot of times people just yes or no. I'm like, okay, like elaborate. Let's expand on that. Where are we going with this?
Where is this coming from?
Like there was another one I had, and some girl was just like, no.
Yeah.
There was the one I asked, have you ever had to cancel new better plans because you forgot? Or no, that wasn't the one. It was the last one. Sorry, the bonus one. But sorry to cut you off. But we're gonna go into the second question. I tried to set it up. I failed. My setup failed. Yeah, for real.
It's okay.
I was trying to keep it moving.
We're gonna get back.
Oh, well, thank you, Jimmy.
Get back.
Is that because you saw my beauty? You saw the good side right there, huh? The good side.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
That hurt me.
Yeah. Right there, Jimmy. Right. But yeah, so the next question for Asking the Masters is, have you ever had to cancel new, better plans because you forgot about a prior commitment? So like say, for example, say, or actually, I'll give you a perfect example right now.
Okay.
The whole reason you're here right now, and
Yes.
you're the special guest.
I'm the
We
special
were
guest.
talking, and I was excited to have you come back.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, man, come back. We can do it, blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, actually, sorry, I already had somebody booked.
Right.
When was this today?
But yeah, for today's show. But
Yeah.
fortunately, but unfortunately, the person I originally had booked never confirmed with me.
Yeah.
It was
So
all
then I
meant
just
to
switched
be.
it up, and Tamir is where he's supposed to be now.
Yeah.
Because but it just kind of sucks, man. Second financial person in a row. Like, I don't know what's up with these finance people. I'm trying to get like
No commitment.
some more. Yeah, like I don't know. Because I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoy
I can
having
tell you
the
exactly
local
what's going on with
business
that.
owners and stuff like that. We're building a community. We're building relationships like that and stuff too. But I also want to
Yeah.
make sure that I can provide the actual wealth information. I want to get some
Right.
financial advisors and people who
Exactly.
know about actually making moves, and at least give us some crumbs or something. You ain't got to give us all the answers.
Give us little
but
gems.
yeah, just
Yeah.
give
We
us
don't gotta
something where we
gatekeep
can
everything.
yeah. Give us some websites we can go look at, or
Yeah.
some names to go look, maybe some books to read or something. You know what I mean? Like, but man, I don't know these FAs, these financial advisors, and they're just these.
They had their girlfriends. They were telling them, you got
Yep.
question
Like,
one.
you can't go
You
on
can
that
miss-
podcast.
yeah,
You
you
got to
can
stay
miss it.
home and what did my friend Leonie say? You got to stay home with me and just fuck me on the couch. That's what she was saying. She was like, screw that. Your significant other just want you to stay home and fuck on the couch.
Yeah.
Time for a commercial.
Time for a commercial. Hey, everybody, it's time for a commercial. Make sure
pay
you
some
check out
bills.
those cookies too. Naked cookies.
Yeah. Just because they try to
Welcome. A couple things.
Has
and bag everybody.
Welcome
Hold on.
back. Had to build up the suspense real quick. What up,
Wait.
everybody? What, man? What?
Wait.
No, I ain't waiting for you.
Wait.
You can run, boy. Have you ever had to cancel your plans for new, better plans because you forgot a prior commitment? The example was I was using you and
Yes.
the financial advisor that never confirmed for today. Hopefully, Miss Rose, you'd reach out at some point or something. We can get you on or somebody. But have you guys ever had to cancel some new, better plans because you accidentally, I mean, not even necessarily forgot, because I didn't totally forget. It was just in the moment, I was like I said, like it's good to have you back. Like you
No,
got good
right,
energy. I
right.
was happy to have you back. So I was just like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, sometimes I double book myself. I
Yeah.
can't lie. Yeah, it's the worst because it's like you want to do that because, like you said, you're in the moment. They bring you this new idea. We're gonna go and do this, something so spontaneous. You're like, well, hell yeah, let's do it.
Mhm,
But then you don't put it into perspective. You're like, wait, I actually have something scheduled on Saturday.
mhm,
So yes, I've done it a couple times. Yeah, I fell victim to it.
I don't think I have.
No?
But vice versa. I think it's happened to me plenty of times. I mean, with this podcast,
When
you
you
know,
had something.
that's the hard part about it. Wait,
Mhm.
what happened?
What do you mean vice versa? Like you had something that.
Like I'll have guests come on like,
Uh-huh.
all the time. Like I'll line it up for like the whole month or whatever the case is, and then as the weekend comes up, they're like, "Well, actually, I had something better planned," or you know what I mean?
Oh, you mean so you're the person
That's terrible.
Yeah,
getting the
every
plans changed on?
yeah. The bad part about it, and I hate to talk about it because my lady she gets on my case about it. She's like, "You're always mentioning it." I'm like, "Because it happens all the time." Like, but it's like they don't tell me like a couple of days in advance or a day in advance. They'll tell me like an hour before.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
the
worst. You
worst.
And I'm
can't do
like,
that.
yeah, I'm like, at least give me some time to plan. Like, you
Mhm.
knew about X, Y, and Z.
Mhm.
You're barely telling me about it now. Like, and sometimes it's crazy when some of the excuses they get, like, oh, I didn't realize I have to go to my sister's house, and she lives in California, and we left last week. It's like you knew you weren't
Come
in
on,
Right?
town, like you know what I mean, like, or I have a concert to go to, and you know
And see,
we're trying to.
it doesn't always work, but that's why I started doing like
It doesn't work.
no, that's
Concert.
what I'm saying. It doesn't always work because I've
Yeah.
had people confirm and still not show
Yeah.
or cancel last minute.
Well, the
But
funny thing is,
I feel like after I started doing it,
Yeah.
I've been getting more consistent people.
Yeah. Funny thing is now I started trying to like overbook at least one person. A couple times it's happened.
Just so you have a backup.
just in
Yeah.
case type of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
sometimes it's worked. Sometimes we have 4 of us in here. So, I mean, it works because we can get it, but
Right.
Yeah. So we got question number 2. Question number 2 is, have you ever been so committed that your actions made you look a little crazy? And that was the one I was talking about where I was kind of like hoping for some insight and some stories and stuff. And some people were just like, yeah, no. I'm like, you want to explain why you said yeah? So you guys got any stories or any times that you can recall that you were so committed to something that your actions made you look crazy? Kind of like we could say like most pro athletes, like the Kobe Bryant's people, you know what I mean? Like
That's what I was about to say.
he's the type of guy that will have a freaking game last night, go out, do some promo, get home by like midnight or something,
Yeah.
pass out by like 1:30, be back in the gym working out at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Go 4 to 5, take a small break, have breakfast, go back to the gym at like 7.
yeah, that
So
was me.
like that's, I mean, I don't look at it as crazy.
Wait,
Yeah.
you
I
guys-
look at that like dedicated.
So
But
I think later on in his career, he woke up at 3. No, he woke up like at 3. Went from 4 to 5. Took an hour break. Not even, you know what I'm saying? Take an hour break. Go from 6 to 7. Take 2. I think he said he'd take 2-3 hours. Then go from like 7 to 8 or something like that.
mhm.
And just
Yeah, man.
the whole
beasting,
day just him
beasting,
working out.
beasting.
I think I have there was a time where I was just getting out of college and I was trying to make a name for myself.
Mhm.
I was showing up at different networking events. I met this very successful businessman. He had over like 50 different businesses, had businesses out the country, all over the state.
Nice.
And I was
nice.
like, I need to get in front of this guy. I need this guy to know who I am and what I do type of thing. So
Mhm.
I remember giving him my business card at the networking event. And I was like, hey, let's set up a time next week. We can go to lunch. You just, kind of brush it off like, yeah, of course. And just walked off. And then we probably had like another hour within that networking event. Within that hour, I probably walked up to him at least like another 10 times
Yeah.
and mentioned, that meetup in some form or way. I was like, yeah, I can't wait to, meet up with you next week. What do you think we should go out and eat? And I just kept bringing it up. I'll just walk back up. Man, I forgot to tell you, do you like breakfast or are you a dinner type of person? So like I
Trying to
made
like
sure that
solidify it in his head,
Exactly.
like.
And then the kicker, I think, what really made him see like, oh, this guy's determined. Like at the end of the event, I seen him walking out to his car, and I was like, okay, it's the last impression I got. I ran up to him. I was like, hey, and he probably thought I was looking crazy as hell. Like, well, who is this guy
Yeah.
running up on me? And he said, oh, not him again. I'm like, hey, by chance, I forgot to see if I gave you my updated business card or not, because the updated one has my phone number versus my email. And then he kind of checked his pockets. He was like, oh, man, I must have misplaced a business card. And right before he can even finish the sentence, I had another one ready to go.
Right.
So like at that moment, I think he was like, okay, I got to take this guy serious now.
Right,
so
right. Nice.
met up the next week, and it's been history since. Yeah, we've been doing business together.
Yeah, that's a good one too, because like there's a lot of people out there that they're not comfortable with applying that pressure.
Right.
You know what
and
I mean?
I wasn't either, but it was like it's a now or never type of moment. You got to do this, you know?
Yeah. Tight. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna skip mine because we spent a little bit more time than I expected on that one. But that's good. It's all good. I like organic, natural episodes. It's all gravy, man. I ain't worried about it. But today on Wealthy Wisdom, we're getting into the Wealthy Wisdom segment of the day, and we are talking about commitment, an engagement or obligation that restricts freedom of action. Commitment means a promise to do or give something, to be loyal to someone or something, the attitude or someone who works or supports something. It is also a willingness to give your time and energy to something that you believe. So all you entrepreneurs, side hustler people naturally are already able to tap into a higher level of commitment than most. You may not realize it yet, but yes, you can. You are capable. The real challenge, though, is learning how to tap into it at will and continue to enjoy doing it. But if you are continuously receiving income from an outside source, from an outside source beside a structured schedule that someone else oversees, then you should pat yourself on the back. Congratulations to all you entrepreneurs out there. And I really mean that. All you entrepreneurs out there, anybody out there that is, and it doesn't even have to come down to finance. This is just a Wealth for Generation show. So I talk about business. I try to make it business related as much as possible. But anybody out there that's pushing themselves on their own schedule and making achievements and becoming successful with your goals and your wants, you have tapped into a level of commitment that a lot of people out there, they don't even fathom. There's a lot of people out there that are just sitting at home, eating Burger King, fucking playing video games every day, just going there 9 to 5, and that's it. They get in their car, they drive to work, do their shift, drive home.
On autopilot, I call it.
All day. Those people do not have the level of commitment that you guys possess. But like I said, also, the key is learning how to tap into it at will.
I think that's self-discipline.
Yeah.
Yep. And to continue to enjoy it. That's an important part too. So you got to make sure the choice that you choose when you commit yourself is something that you truly enjoy. That's when you want to look into that passion. You want to make sure there's passion connected to it. Because when you have those tough days and your commitment and you don't have that passion to go along with that commitment, you're going to fail. Plain and simple. You're going to fail. When you hit those hard days and you committed and you ain't got that passion to back you up on those hard days, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. So business commitment or any financial commitment can be intimidating to attack. It may build strength and make it easier to tackle if you break down your commitments. So feel free to start small, just a mental decision, like commit to being open-minded or commit to learning how to be more efficient. Your business can't grow or be successful if you are completely closed-minded. Your business cannot grow and be successful if you are not willing to learn more, and evolve with the industry. Would you guys agree with that?
Oh yeah, very much so.
Have you consciously made that commitment, or did you kind of just fall into it? Because I feel like I'm talking to you, Tamir. Because I feel like I know you're like, because I bring it up because I see your footage. I'm not sure how much you are involved with the photographers.
Yes,
but I feel like going through it, I'm like, there's a lot of different stuff going on.
So
you know what I mean?
things.
So I feel like, in a sense, you kind of got to be open-minded to be like, when they're coming to you,
true,
and they're like, hey man, I want to rent the studio. I'm gonna do this. I got this client coming in,
right?
And we're thinking about And you just
so
gotta
many
be like,
different
you gotta
type
take
of
it
creative
in,
geniuses, you know, and they have to appreciate that. You
Mm-hmm.
know, that's why I really love the artistry behind having the studio, because I get to bring creatives of all shapes and forms together. And I've had people doing, you know, rock band stuff in there to people doing yoga, you know, type of photography in there. So it's like anything you can think of, you know, that's creative, I've been able to see it. So I love that. I love the beauty in that and how it all connects in a sense.
Yeah. I feel like that's an awesome example right there of being open-minded. And like, you could have came in and be like, nah, we're only gonna do Western style stuff.
Or only
that's going to be my niche.
This demographic of people can come in here, or only this type of photography can be in here. No, I kind of want it to be everything can, one size fit all type of studio.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. What about you, Patrick? Is there something you feel like you can relate to, like feeling like you got to commit to being open-minded with well, actually, not to get too personal with you, but you have the sitter situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You had to be open-minded to that change, because you kind of got presented with a situation where it's like, all right, I either got to rearrange some stuff, or
I'm very open-minded.
I got to fork over some money for this and keep what I got going.
And that's the thing, is I try to be open-minded about anything and everything. You know what I mean? Like every day, wake up, okay, like what's today looking like? Because like how you said, if someone's closed-minded, you're gonna lose one way or the other. You're gonna lose time, money, something. You're gonna lose something. And with me being affected, and a lot of times too, with that, you also have to put pride. Put your pride aside, because sometimes you can be like, you might be halfway in the door, but then your pride pulls you back in.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, man, these allergies are kicking me.
Yeah. So another small commitment you can do, just when you're just getting started into the business or anything in general, because these are more of general commitments here. Commit to managing your time accordingly. And that's a really big one. I'm going to say that again. Commit to managing your time accordingly. In the beginning, all I can say, honestly, is good luck. If you're starting a business, there's other situations in your personal life, you can do it. Trust me, you're very capable. Don't want to scare you, but it takes a special kind of person to do a business. You are also capable, but good luck.
If I can just throw tough. One little tip out there, definitely for those new people who want to be entrepreneurs, don't try to stay busy, try to stay productive, because it's like a really big difference. Everyone always wants to, I'm busy, I'm so busy doing that. That's not a good thing in a sense. You want to be productive in a sense, so then you're not busy. You're still getting work done, but you don't have to be busy all the time.
Yes.
So let me ask you, give me an example, because like I'm trying to be that, but I'm always busy, but not because of the fact that I'm wanting to be busy. It's just the fact that I'm always trying to look for new opportunities to make different things grow, or things to, spark up.
With that question, the business consultant in me comes out, and I think I would ask you, what are you trying to accomplish? You know what I mean? Because then it's like, that's going to dictate the biggest thing of where you're going to go, the direction you're going to go with it.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, because like, just for example, if you're trying to take on more things, if you're trying to be productive about it, you would put priority on, okay, what's the most important to my life right now, in a sense. Okay, let me put all my focus on that. That's the productive thing to do. It may not be the most busy thing, because busy is, I can fit all this at once, but is it effective? Is it efficient if you doing that? So
let me elaborate a little bit. So like in my head is just, it's like, it's cloudy, because the fact that I got creations, I got businesses I want to start up. I want, this podcast to do so good, and so what I'm doing is like, at one point I'll just focus in on the podcast, and I'll, just focusing on the way it's supposed to look, the guests I want to have, the stuff that I want to do on it, just future stuff on it. And then like these little like pebbles keep coming in, or these barrels, and they keep blocking me. And I'm like, okay, like maybe I need to focus in on something else. So then I'll focus in on one of the businesses I want to put out.
Right.
It looks good and everything else. And then I'm hitting some, some barriers in the road. And then so I'm like, okay, like let me focus in. So I'm trying to figure out which one I need to focus in on. But there's so many different layers to each and every one that I'm trying to focus on.
I know, and it gets, that's where I'm kind of at sometimes too.
Yeah.
And I really have to ask myself, I call it scope inflation. It's like taking that big picture and breaking it down into those smaller pieces. Like, what is going to keep me, what's going to get me to where I'm trying to go fastest? Is it going to be this? Is it going to be this lane? It could be all of them, but it's like my business partner, he told me this quote, and it sticks with me all the time. He said, Tamir, there's a million ways to make $1 million. We know that now.
Yeah.
We can sit there all day and be like, we can do this, we can do that, we can do that. Or we can say, okay, now we know there's a million ways to make $1 million. Let's go for this one. Let's put our 110% focus and energy. Once we build it up, let's move on. We automated it. We scaled it. We even maybe made a blueprint so we can make it duplicatable and give it to someone else. So it's still ours, but it doesn't take as much of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, now let's just move on to the next thing because we know there's a million ways. So yeah.
So just try to simplify it.
Right, as much as you can. Yeah, because
Okay.
I know it's you got this, you got that, and it's like in your mind, your mind's always going to be running.
Yeah.
Big thing too, make sure you're taking mental vacations for yourself, just mental breaks in a sense.
That's always been what hinders me. Even from my my regular job is the fact that like to really decompose it's a lot harder to do than set.
Right.
Because the fact that if I'm not at my job, not that my coworker, isn't good or that, the team that I'm working with is not that good. It's just the fact that if I'm not there, I know it's not getting done the way that I know I can get it done. And the fact that we don't have people that are like me doing it, I know we're gonna get
right now.
Behind.
I was explaining my job to him earlier.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with the same thing.
Yeah.
So when I'm gone, and that other guy and my salesman, like,
it's not going to be the same work.
Yeah.
Same quality. Like you said, you could do it better. It's not how you can do it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna get done. It's just it's gonna take 3 people to do what I can do.
Your one job. Yeah.
Yeah.
I fully get it, dude. Like I've had, I took an extra day off this week, and I'm totally dreading Monday. Now it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Which Saturday and Sunday is usually I'm not there.
It goes by so quick though.
Friday, Friday is my biggest load.
Yeah.
And then Saturday and Sunday. So I didn't I don't know what the fuck I'm walking into. It's probably gonna be a fucking mess back there. But anyways.
But to answer your guys' question, when you do actually be, able to disconnect, it's probably one of the best things.
Man.
Like I went out of town for work and stuff like that. And one of the days I just took the kids to the beach. And just that, those little moments, whatever the case is, makes all the difference.
Huge.
Yeah. I shut my phone off. I didn't worry about anything.
I feel like that's literally a mental reset you had for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's my total motivation right now, man. Is I got my anniversary vacation coming up.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm going hard as fuck. I'm trying to stay as busy as I can right now.
Yeah.
Productive.
And looking forward, trying to stay as productive as I can right now.
Yeah.
And using that as my motivation and knowing like, all right, I got my vacation coming up. And when I get there,
boom,
silencing all that shit.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
And then I'm gonna come back and start all over again.
But it's crazy because there's also a lot of people who does so much at work to get to vacation, but when they get that vacation, all they worry about is work.
Sometimes a vacation is work. I mean, you come back and you need a vacation for your vacation.
Yeah. No. Seriously though, sometimes, and that's why I told my lady too this when we were doing this anniversary because we're going out of town this time. The last couple ones we did.
You're taking her?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going by yourself.
Nah, not this time. Last time I did. I mean, she didn't have enough money to come with me, so she had to
find her right there.
Yeah, she didn't have enough money to put down on the Airbnb, so gotta do what I gotta do, man. I already had that shit reserved. She didn't have her part, so
yeah,
it is what it is. But we had a good time afterwards when I came back. Yeah. But yeah, we're going on like a 2-hour. I think it's like 2.5 hour to Strawberry, up to Strawberry, Arizona, nice. And we're just gonna chill out there. Nice. Like you said, like I don't know if I'm gonna turn off my phone. Just
put it on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah. Just because I don't know. Think about my kids and stuff.
Oh yeah,
can't turn it off.
Can't turn it off completely.
Yeah.
You should just have like a certain ringer for those notifications.
Well, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off my Android and then just let my mom know, like if there's an emergency, just call my business phone.
Yeah, that's best.
Let me ask a dumb question because you're going to Strawberry. I've never been out there. I don't even know what's out there. They got strawberries out there?
I would assume.
Yeah,
I've never been there either.
Okay. There's not a lot of strawberry. It's mostly because a lot of the fields are strawberry red or pink, so it looks like a strawberry field type of thing.
So it's a color thing, not an actual strawberry.
Yeah, there may be some. Don't quote me on that. There may be some strawberry fields, but for the most part, it's mainly because of the colars.
Because of the colors.
Yeah.
We originally.
That's like naming the town White. And all black people that's really misleading.
Very misleading.
Well, we were trying to go to what's it called? Fossil Creek Waterfalls. There's like no, there's water over there, but it's shut down or something for some reason. We made the reservations and all that, and then we went to go double check like the route and everything because we looked at it and saw like, there's a nice trail. The water looks nice.
Check on all trails.
I called I forget what website I went to, but it was a website for like the trails and stuff like that. Yeah, and they had an automated thing. Yep. The only thing that sucks though is it's not time dated. It's not time stamped. So I'm like, because they said they're shut down for construction or whatever. They're doing something, renovating or something until the end of May. And I called like
so you kind of
the
just took the
30th
risk.
of May.
I wonder if you
But
can,
we're going in June, so I'm like.
But I wonder if you could GPS it. And the reason why I say
It
that
may
because
say close, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, but
Yeah.
the thing is, like, it was closed till June, so like I just gotta wait till maybe a couple more days. I'm gonna double check,
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying.
hopefully,
Just put the
hopefully
route up
their
there.
prediction was 100% right. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it was just until the end of May.
But that's what I'm saying.
But-
Put the route up there, and then on the route itself, if it shows blocked off, because it's usually
Oh no,
updated.
it's the trail, not the parking.
But I'm
Like you
thinking
can
like
still
the
drive
area,
to the parking area.
but the area itself. Sometimes you'll still see it where they have like where they're working or doing certain areas are blocked off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can double check it.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, we got a little off track today. So we're gonna be.
Track.
Man, I mean that's what happens when you got Jimmy doing your hair. Your tracks just fall off and shit. It just like boom. But
your hair been looking rough to me. Don't do that. Don't do that.
But you're the hairdresser now, so you gotta fix it.
Hell no, I can't fix that.
But we are going to get into We Building Boy. Woo. And then I got okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We Building Boy.
Look at y'all. I meant everybody but me.
And then I'm gonna try to do a really quick really quick announcement at the end of We Building Boy. But for right now, we got Mr. Moore, Visual Studios, taking the floor, talking about what he's got going on today.
Thank you, Mike.
Well, not today, but what he's got going on.
I appreciate you. So, June 9th, which is a Friday, actually next coming up week, I'm doing my 4th edition wine tasting and painting event.
Nice.
I'm going to have a live artist there. She's going to go step by step, teach people how to properly wine taste. And then I'm going to show people the artist is going to teach people how to make a masterpiece. And I'm going to be doing the wine tasting presentation and showing people how to properly wine taste. I go through all 5 types of wines and we taste test up to at least 4 to 5 wines.
4 to 5, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
so it's a 3-hour event.
Might look a little tipsy.
Exactly. It's on Eventbrite. You can look up Paint and Sip. It's going to be in Phoenix. You'll see my name as the organizer, Tamir Moore. You can go on our Instagram to check it out if you want to see the flyer or just want more information about it.
I'm definitely interested. What time?
It's going to be doors open at 6. It's going to be from 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m.
6 to 9. That's my good numbers.
Yes.
And then how much?
It's $50 a person.
Okay.
I'm doing a special for 2 tickets. It's 2 tickets for $85.
Nice.
Yeah, it's probably going to be one of my. It is one of my best events for sure.
Yeah,
I pride myself a lot on it. Just the amount of information that you get with it, and it's the only. You can fact check me on this. It's the only event in Arizona where you can get a full wine tasting presentation, and you have a live artist giving you guys a painting presentation.
Yeah, that combination.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so you guys got an exclusive event. This is exclusive first to Arizona. So
Real
if you want to
small,
be
intimate vibe too.
Yes. If you want to
I'm
be part of
definitely-
the innovators, you need to come
I'm
on
definitely
down.
interested. Please send me all the info and then I can tag it and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's going to be in downtown Phoenix. It's going to be in the same building where my studio is located. So
Okay, nice. And
What
what's
wine is being presented? Sorry, Elijah.
No, go ahead.
That's going to be a secret. But you're going to go through all types. You're going to have a red wine. You're going to have a white wine. We're going to have a rosé. We're going to have a sparkling wine. And then, of course, my favorite, we're going to have a dessert/sweet wine.
Okay.
So you're going to get to taste the best of all worlds.
Yeah.
So if you're curious, you got to come on down and figure out which the wines are.
Exactly.
So is there any clues you can give? Like, is
No
it like
clues,
a local or
clues?
no clues?
One is local.
One
One is a black-owned wine. So
Nice.
Will they have that wine to sell there afterwards too?
I will. Actually, I'll see if she'll bring a bottle or two to
Can you?
sell.
Because I'll actually go and buy some for my show the next day because we'll
Wow.
have a bunch of females on the next day.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll make sure I get in contact with her then. I'll
Yeah,
make sure I get
and let her
extra
know,
bottles.
like,
Make
we're
sure they bring some business cards or something too if
Right.
you're gonna
Yeah.
promote her like that. You know what I mean?
I will. And
That'd
then
be dope.
even if she wants to do like a little
Just a little segment real quick.
something,
Right.
even if she wants to do it, at her place and I'll, add it to my show or whatever.
That'd be dope. No,
Yeah.
that'd be dope.
And then what are the major crossroads of the event?
12th Street in Washington. So
12th
right
Street in
down
Washington.
around
So
downtown.
you guys got a
Phoenix.
roundabout, so
Exactly.
like if you're interested around downtown area there. And then so next Friday,
Next Friday, June 9th from 6:30 to 9:30.
How would they find you on Instagram?
Instagram. My personal Instagram is T_Moore, which is MOORE 55. You can also follow my business page, which is More Visuals with the S at the end, Studio. So More Visual Studio.
Nice. All right. Well, let's see if I can get through this real quick. Today, we begin the first of many raffles to come. I'm really excited about this. If you are an entrepreneur, business owner, and you would like to be highlighted on the show or offer an item to raffle off, you can please contact me via Facebook at Iesha, my first name, ELIJAH, DLK, the letters DLK, Lee, LEE. Or you can you find me on Instagram under Iesha, my first name, ELIJAH_M_Lee, LEE. So for the next 4 episodes, I will be announcing a special word on each episode. All you have to do to enter the raffle is wait for the special word. Once you hear the word at any time before the beginning of the 5th episode, message me your first and last name, email address, and special word via Facebook or Instagram. If you get all 4 words, you can enter the raffle 4 times. Winner will be drawn on air randomly and announced on the 5th episode. The first raffle is sponsored by Moss Boss Organic Gel Enriched Sea Moss. The prize is a free 2-week supply of sea moss.
Wow.
Ooh, I need that.
$25 value for you guys. $25 value for free. All you got to do is watch the episodes, wait for the special word, and then you'll be entered. So it's free raffle.
I'm on that.
Free prize. So that's why I'm not sure. I don't think it's in the shot, but I brought my special Wolverine files to the show today. So this will be my little helper for the next 4 episodes. I will be choosing a random superhero for my special word.
Can I participate
in the raffle? I don't know. Are you actually going to eat the sea moss?
Say no.
You actually interested in it? I don't know. Maybe I'll get you a discount. I don't know if I should be letting coworkers.
Yeah, I think that's against the rules.
Yeah,
you're gonna hear the oh shoot!
Especially because he's gonna be
engineering
it. You know?
Yeah, you're gonna hear the special word whether you want to or not. So, anyways, I just opened it up, random page. I'm gonna close it back up so you guys know I'm not like trying to cheat or nothing like that. Random page.
Here we go.
Let's see.
Drum roll.
So the first word. Oh, how did it open on the same page? First word, first superhero, mutant. Actually, not a superhero because there are villains in here. First mutant that we're going to mention is Miss Jubilee. Actually, one of my favorites from the old school Saturday's X-Men cartoons. Miss Jubilee. So if you're watching and you want to enter the raffle, the first word is Jubilee from X-Men.
Do they got to know how to spell it?
Not necessarily. I mean, if you think you don't know how to spell it, just
Google it. I mean, they can Google it.
Google it. Yeah. I mean, I could figure it out as long as you're close and I could figure it out.
Yeah. Jubilee.
Don't be like A7764. Don't spell no Elon Musk's name.
Yeah.
I gotta be able to at least sound out your spelling.
Yeah. Jubilee.
So there you go, guys. That's the first word. If you're interested in getting this free 2-week supply of sea moss, you can message me either Facebook or Instagram.
I'm on it.
And you will be entered into the free raffle. Free raffle, $25 value. Let's get it. All right. Jubilee. Episode number 5. So it'll be episode 52, right? We're on 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. Episode 53. Yeah. I will announce the winner. All right. And I'm pretty sure that I'm either like got seconds or I'm over. So let's get a round of applause for my special guest for the day, Mr. Tamir Moore of Moore Visual Studios. Make sure you check out the wine and paint or the sipping.
What's the actual? I call it a wine tasting and painting event, but just for short, we'll call it a paint and sip.
Paint and sip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's for short, so I don't get too tongue twisted.
You could have said the wine and dine from 6 to 9.
You can get the wine and dine from 6 to 9.
I'm about to steal that from my man. Wine and dine from 6 to 9.
Take it. You know
I mean, it could be 7 o'clock on the dot in your drop top, cruising the streets.
Also, if you guys need a space to take pictures, do photography. I have my studio in the same location on 12th Street in Washington. You can check us out on Instagram, More Visual Studio. We rent out our spot hourly, daily, and we also have monthly packages for those influencers or photographers who need a long-term space.
Awesome. So photographers, or if you just need pictures done, whatever it is, make sure you guys reach out to More Visual Studios. Hit them up on IG. And then we got another round of applause for my co-host for today, Mr. St. Patrick.
Yay.
Glad he came on.
Yeah.
And then we got another one of those for It's the Big Show.
Coming in at 7-2.
Engineer of all engineers,
Mr. Boom Boom himself.
My favorite center, your favorite center,
the Blue Chew Man.
Yeah. Walking out of a smoky boom boom room, we've got Jimmy.
He said the Blue Chew Man.
And then last but not least, that one is for you guys. That goes out to all my viewers, my supporters. Thank you very much. I would not be doing this if it wasn't for you. But on that note, I think it's time to say peace.
See ya.